Boo.
you don't.
No fun.
I'm not good.
Recording time.
Save and quit.
Live your best life.
Okay, so what did I have planned for today? That thing. That's what I had planned for today. So,
Yeah, I am very moist because my friend and I went and stood under our house.
I mean, in fairness,
try
it's...
Try that again.
It's 90 degrees here. We're dying.
That's
But
fair,
try that
I would be
verbiage
dying.
Again.
We dying.
Moist.
Anyway, now that I've thoroughly given everyone the skin crawlies.
Did you say moist?
Hold on, let me find it.
Moist. Everyone gets so mad at me when I do that.
Oh man. Okay, we're having a little too much fun torturing Matt. Let's actually start the game we're here to play.
Yeah, torture Razz. She's here now.
Hello, I exist.
Hello. There are people being noisy downstairs, so I get to shut my door and then proceed to melt. Anyway, so you guys, last time, as I recall...
What just happened?
What are we telling Tall Child to do?
Open your window.
It's raining!
It's raining?
It's raining!
Oh, damn.
Here in Colorado, it's always been raining.
I thought that was Seattle. Anyway.
What? Nothing.
Kid, did you really just ask if I'm in Colorado?
Not you.
Oh.
I thought, what I heard, I know what you said. I know you said here in Colorado, but what I heard was you're in Colorado.
Yes, I'm definitely in Colorado, you know. Halfway across the... a quarter of the way across the country from where I am.
Now.
Alright, let's
Everyone's
play.
in Colorado.
Here
Okay,
now.
games.
Kid has to go all the way up from his locale.
So, games. Last time, you guys, met in a bar, as is D&D tradition.
Uh-huh.
And then you found yourself out on an adventure. You, as I recall, scammed a shopkeep out of a potion or two. And...
we enchanted her, not scammed.
We charmed.
Charmed the shopkeep.
Decided to give it to us.
And then, you guys, on the way to the, obvious plot point, found a derailed wagon. Is it derailed if it's not have rails? An imperiled wagon. It's an imperiled wagon. And, the imperiled wagon turned out to contain a, gray blob trying to, you know, catch normal people unawares. But you aren't normal people. So that's fun.
Fucking slimes.
Ding
The
ding.
wagon was on fire.
And you left the trap wagon on fire, and found yourselves in front of a mine.
Yes. You said it's been less than an hour, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
He said it was like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, you guys were most of the way there when you stumbled in the wagon. So, first and foremost, you guys see the big buff Cheeto Puff sheriff. He sticks his finger in the air and he goes, "I forgot something," and he starts walking off. He'll be back later.
Russell just walked off.
Russell just walks off.
Yeah. I like look around like, okay.
I guess. Do we? What?
And you guys,
Steve!
you guys are standing in front of a mine shaft. What do you do?
For the sake of actually playing the game, I'm just gonna ignore the Russell just walked off.
Are we just saying he walked off instead of him just...
Apparently.
Yeah, he walked off. People disappear into the desert for a little while instead of T-posing here. T-posing is kids canon.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Apparently, we just wander off, even if it's like imperative that we're not.
At some point, you guys are gonna be in the mine and not able to show up, and someone's gonna wander through a wall.
They have learned pass wall just for this moment.
So I'm gonna say I'm sort of more effective from the back. If one of y'all wants to go first, get the fuck out of here.
Crazy.
Pepper's gonna sit there for a second and look at the only two choices and go,
Did
really?
you hear my friend did?
Really?
No, I didn't.
I didn't hear either. And I think we're glad the stream did not hear that.
I don't think anybody heard it, no.
I'll tell y'all after. I think y'all know though.
Yeah. There's a pretty easy low ball there.
Really? So basically you're saying there's one choice here. Because if you're suggesting that I go up front, you lost your damn mind.
Oh, we'll keep you safe, little buddy.
I'll go in front begrudgingly.
You're a good friend.
Begrudgingly.
You're still doing it.
So you guys walk into the mine shaft, I assume.
Yeah.
As you start walking into the mine shaft, you find that you can't really go far, and there's an elevator in front of you.
Oh, good.
I am not quite too familiar with these.
You get in and you go down.
Where? Oh man, I wouldn't have guessed.
Can I examine the mechanism and make sure that it looks like it's on the up and up?
Kid is having elevator PTSD.
I am.
Sure, roll, I almost said roll plus sharp, that's not right. Roll an investigation check.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
We
it was
don't
a
like
fun
us.
phrase.
6
A 6?
with a +3.
Oh my god.
A 9?
I rolled a 3.
Yeah,
No, I
this
rolled
one.
a 3.
I mean, you don't seem to notice anything out of the ordinary. It's just a mineshaft elevator.
Well, elevators were never my specialty.
Can I also take a check because I do not trust anything happening right now?
Sure, investigation check.
Good. I'm good at those. I'm real good at those. Button. I need a button.
All of my stat, like the armor.
Okay, not awful. We have proficiency of 3 right now, correct?
Yes, proficiency of 3.
So double proficiency. 3. My intelligence mod 5 plus 11. So 16.
16?
I rolled.
It seems to be a bit tattered. You know, it's a mine elevator. People use this every day. But it should hold out.
Is it going to hold all of us?
Can it fit all of us?
Can it fit all of you? That's a good question. The answer is yes. It could theoretically fit all of you. And it would be a pretty reasonable assumption that all 3 of you could stand on it. I mean, it holds loads of mine workers every morning and evening.
Alright, let's get in.
Okay.
Arlyn,
Begrudgingly.
I'm gonna let you guys walk in first.
Fair.
It's like an old, rope and ballast elevator, so it creaks a little bit as you step on, but seems to be holding up.
Oh, good.
Seems to be. Of course, I get on too.
Okay. Does one of you start the elevator?
Also,
Yes. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That works.
You start the elevator. Out of curiosity, before I start describing what happens, what are y'all's passive perceptions?
I actually, that's the one thing I didn't fill out because I forgot how to calculate
It's
it.
just your wisdom score.
My passive perception is 16.
16? Okay, noted.
9?
Okay, noted.
11.
Okay, noted. As you guys start to descend, the elevator picks up speed. Picks up a little
So
more
help me
speed.
God.
No, I won't do that twice.
Holy shit, I don't think that-
I won't do that to you twice. The elevator
My-
picks up a little speed.
For everyone's reference, my Monster of the Week character literally has elevator-related PTSD. Because it didn't shoot me.
Basically, they were fighting a sentient computer virus and it hacked the elevator.
Oh my god.
And it made for a beautiful moment. Anyway, the elevator picks up a little speed, but it's not like the world's fastest elevator or anything. It's like it's very creaky, very noisy. It seems a little rickety, but it's holding y'all fine. What is your name? Why can't I remember names? Do I have these? I don't have those character sheets on paper, do I? Local man cannot remember names. More at 11. Razz, you notice there are odd pockmarks in the stone as you descend. As though
Hallmarks?
there are odd pockmarks. Like there are supposed to be chunks of thing in the rock as you're descending, but something...
Like stuff's been like chiseled out.
It doesn't look like it's been chiseled out. You want to roll like a perception check to see if you can tell what's going on here?
Yes. I think. Yeah, I have
Whoa.
Turbo
perception
Echo 64.
check. 22.
22? Alright, you can tell, you notice these pockmarks and you're like, dang, those are weird, and you kind of lean in and you use your ranger eyes to see what you can see, and it seems like... Yes. And you see, oddly enough, it looks like there's just chunks of the rock that have been taken out of the surrounding rock without disturbing the rest of it. It looks like there are just voids in the stone, like things have been pulled out of the rock without any other disturbance.
Weird.
Also, you guys find that it's a little stuffy in here.
Like hot stuffy?
Yeah, it's a little hot stuffy. You're going that far down into the earth.
Okay.
And the elevator rattles to a stop. And you guys find yourself in a mine shaft, poorly lit by torches, propped up with old wooden beams. Pretty standard stuff as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Do any of you have dark vision?
Yes, gnomes do.
I'm human, I do not.
So the two of you with dark vision, you can see a lot better than Human Boy with his terrible reliance on torches vision here. And you see that the mine shaft branches off in two directions ahead of you. Human Boy, you can just kind of vaguely see that there's something happening down at the end of the hallway.
That's fine. I forget what this ability is called, but it's like an Artificer thing. And I tap the end of the barrel of my gun, and it begins to produce a bright light in a 5-foot radius and a dim light for 5 additional feet.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
Good
have
stuff.
lamp. You have lamp gun. Nice.
Yes,
You
yes.
are lame.
You are lamp.
You are lame.
You've applied the tactical flashlight extension to your gun.
Yes.
The hallway stretches out before you, and Razz, your character definitely notices these pockmarks, but they're a little harder to spot in amongst the the standard mining that's been happening.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Arlyn will remember this.
Arlyn will remember this.
I will remember this.
I think I know what this is, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess just proceed down the mine
Alright, you guys, after a little bit of walking, come to a left and right split?
I don't think splitting up is going to be the best option. It never ends well.
I have no problem if y'all want to stick together.
Probably for the best. So, left or right?
Flip a coin.
Sure. I'll grab the gold, flip it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads.
Tails.
Okay. I guess I literally have no idea what that meant. Which way would you have wanted?
One is left and one is right. Let's say heads is right, left is tails.
There we go. We're going this way now.
Alright, you guys pile into the left junction. And as you start walking down, you hear some assorted minecart noises from the right side.
Okay.
So after a little bit of a trek, all of you make a Constitution save.
Oh, fuck. Why?
You'll see.
Probably 'cause it's hot.
We don't have a canary.
I mean, that would work.
Okay.
Let's see.
17.
17? That
Oh, I have
saves.
proficiency. That's so nice.
I rolled a 15 plus 2.
That saves.
Squeezy.
That saves.
18.
All of you save. And after a couple moments, you guys stumble upon a very young-looking miner. A minor, if I may.
Nice.
Yeah. And
And he's a minor character.
yes, a minor.
Alright, tell us about this kid.
I have
This
to
kid,
go.
this kid,
Okay, time to leave. Bye.
This
Bye,
kid,
guys. Good session.
this kid tilts his head at all three of y'all and says, "I don't figure I know any of you. Are you new? You don't look like the type to help us out down here in the mine."
I am begrudgingly doing so, and I was just transferred to this town.
We're here to help you out, but in a different way than you might be thinking.
And he glances down and says, "A different way?"
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I
Get your rocks away, boy.
no, not like that. I mean, people are getting sick.
Yeah, that's the sort of way we're thinking.
What sort of sick?
Well,
Are you sick?
not yet, but the people that have been getting sick, they've been losing their hair and, well, coughing up blood, and their skin goes gray.
That's Barbarian. Mm-mm.
I have theories. Okay.
You do have theories. Good.
Alright.
Could I do any kind of check to
Make a
know
medicine
if I
check.
know what that might be?
A what check?
Medicine
Oh,
check.
natural 20.
Oh, you are immediately aware that this sounds like how am I gonna put this in a way that won't immediately reveal my sick plans.
They're turning into rocks.
No, that's a good idea though. Maybe. You're immediately aware that this sounds like poisoning over a very long period of time.
Is there a person here that maybe we could check out to get a little more knowledge? Young man?
Oh, well, I'm sure I could take you to somebody else who's in the mine. There's a couple people who've been starting to show symptoms.
Sure, sounds great. Thanks.
Yes, I do.
So he starts leading you down further into the mine.
I'm paying very close attention to our surroundings while we walk. So I don't know if I trust anything now.
Okay. Roll a perception check to see if you noticed the pockmarks that Razz's character noticed earlier.
Not terrible. 17?
17? Yeah. You, as you walk, looking out for anything strange, you see as well that there are just voids in the wall that don't seem like they should be there.
Wait 1 second, and I want to wander up and start like investigating them a little closer, just to see if I can glean any more information out of them.
Okay.
Oh, it's there.
So you're just gonna examine them further?
Yes.
As a gnome, you're probably pretty reasonably familiar with, rocks and how they're supposed to work and how they're supposed to look. Yep, that was the idea. As a rock gnome, you're intimately familiar with how rocks are supposed to work, and it looks like something is just pilfering chunks of the rock without touching any of the surrounding rock. And it's turbo weird.
As somebody with transmute rock in my spellbook, does this look, or shape
rock?
Does this look shape rock? Yeah.
Does this look like shape rock? Let me double check.
I think it's shape rock. That's the lower level one.
It looks adjacent to shape rock. It's not the same as shape rock would look, but it certainly looks similar.
Are there magic users down here?
What do you mean? Magic? We ain't got none of that newfangled magic down here. It's just picks and, well, whatever explosives we can rustle up.
You got time? You want to see some magic?
Oh Lord.
Well, mister, I've always wanted to see magic. And he kind of does a little, pose.
I'm gonna do a ritual cast of detect magic.
Okay. You open your bag and pull out some instruments and kind of fiddle-faddle with a bunch of stuff, and eventually you get your sensitive magic detecting equipment in alignment, and you cast detect magic as an artificer. You don't detect any magic around.
Okay.
Actually, this
No
could
magic.
be it could be an adjacent effect of magic. Actually, roll an Arcana check to see if your sensitive instruments detect the thing that I have in mind.
Wow. Arcana.
Intelligence and if you're trained.
Dear. +3, that's a 6.
A 6?
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Not rolling well.
Not at all. You don't detect the thing. But you don't detect any magic around here, other than if someone has a magic item.
I mean, we do. We have the rod of flipping.
Oh yeah, you do have the cane of Samaria. I forgot about that. Your detect magic thing detects magic coming from the gnome.
Okay. I'm not worried about that.
It is transmutationary magic.
I'm gonna look at him because detect magic isn't very showy, is it?
Not really. It's no more showy than him breaking out other small bits and pieces of tech to do things.
Oh, here, kid. And since he's probably a filthy mess at this point, because he's been in the mine all day.
It's true.
Presentation.
He is suddenly fresh and clean. And he goes, huh? Golly, mister! That's impressive.
Not really. Anyway, keep going, please.
Dog. Baby. Precious baby.
Sweet baby.
It's Doggerino. It looks so happy.
When she's not having aggressive flashbacks, she's very happy.
He's also just very warm because it's like 90 degrees out. So
Rippy dip.
Please
you have to file.
water.
Oh my god, that tongue. I
Oh,
absolutely adore
blessed.
you. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh no! I just got close to a non-flashback. Off you go, demon.
Demon.
Bless you.
Demon. Bless you.
Bless you. You said bless you to my dog, so.
I did. I'm known to bless any and all sneezes. So.
Anyhow, my dudes, I think I should bounce just because, like, I kind of feel bad since my friend is here.
Ah, Dunkins. Okay, well,
I will listen to the recording when it gets back.
okay.
Bye.
Okay,
Goodbye.
bye.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna soldier on for just a little while longer.
Okay.
And you see an odd look come over the ranger's face, and they go, I don't... what is the accent? It's like Scottish accent. Ah, Scottish accent.
Haggis! Haggis!
Donkey!
Get out of me swamp!
Get out of me swamp! I don't think I should be down here. This is a terrible version of this person's voice. I don't think I should be down here. I'll catch up with y'all. And I don't remember. Indeterminate ranger person. I can't remember character details. Thank you. He walks out. He just turns around unceremoniously and walks out. Ironically enough, in sync with the little mine boy who starts walking further into the mine.
I'm like 90% sure we're cursed.
Alright. Let's go.
So as you guys continue to walk, you're definitely noticing more of these weird, like, voids in the wall as you walk. And, Constitution save, if you could.
Oh boy. Oh, cool.
I'm gonna roll for the little mine boy,
16.
actually. 16? That saves.
20.
Nice. Everyone saves. Good job. And
Feel strange? Do we feel a little weird? Like,
you definitely feel like you've been fighting off something happening by this point. If I were to steal a page from Matt Mercer, you would feel like your body is pushing out poisons.
I'm gonna rip off.
That page back.
Yeah, put that page back.
I'm gonna rip off a piece of, like, my cloak or something and make myself a tiny little mask. Just, it's steamy and gross, and there's lots of gases happening, so I'm not in the mood.
Okay, noted.
Probably a good idea. I'll probably take that note as well.
Okay,
Try to do the same
you
thing.
follow suit and fashion a mask. You know, it's a bit of a bodge, but it would work. And as you guys walk, finally, you guys come upon another miner. Not a miner this time, but just a miner.
Oh boy.
It's a slightly older man who looks to be prematurely balding and a bit gray in pallor. And he says, I had a name in mind. Haskell, who are these people? Who are these people? Why are they here? What's happening? Why are you not here getting more copper? And Haskell kind of shakes his head. He says, I was just walking out to try and get some air. It's real dank down here. Newt?
Haskell's been helping us. We've been deputized by the sheriff on account of our ability with magic, on account of the sheriff's inability.
And he lets out a laugh and kind of slaps his knee a little bit. And he says, "Well, yeah, he's been needing a couple new deputies, and He ain't the brightest sort of guy, I tell you what.
So not really asking or being nice about it. I just start shuffling around him and like checking him out. Like,
Okay.
just in the most gnomish way possible. I don't care about social norms.
Roll a medicine check. And he lets out a little indignant noise like, "Now, little man, what are you doing? I don't understand. Is this some of them there newfangled magics?"
Could you check real quick? Because I know I'm not trained in it, but is medicine intelligence based?
Medicine
Me?
is a wisdom.
It's wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That would be altogether a 15.
15? Like you gathered before, it's probably a poison of some kind. You're not sure how it's getting into him or what sort of poison, but it's definitely a poison.
How long have you been down here?
Well, I figure I've been working in the copper mines since I moved here a couple of years ago.
How long have you been sick?
Well, year and a half probably.
Do you know where you started digging? Do you have a map of what you've mined so far?
Well, we had a map, but this one here, and he gestures angrily to Haskell, and he says, "This one here was scared off by the sound of something moving down there and lost our map."
Where was that?
Well, near as he's told us, it's just a little ways down the mine there. He dropped it down a chute-looking thing.
Can you show us?
Haskell brightens and he says, "Well, I'm sure I can. I hope you guys can get the map back."
Are you streaming?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Everybody wave hi to my mom, who
Hey,
has
ma'am.
poked her head in. And he says, "Well, I hope you can get the map back. That's kind of important. We got to know which branches don't have any copper left and which ones are still worth mining. And it's real hard when we don't have that map anymore. And the last cartographer left town for a while ago. He was heading out west for something. I don't even remember what."
You are using a lot of words for not a lot of action.
He's babbling as he's walking away from you now, and he's continuing to talk about whatever he can get his brain around.
As long as he's moving, I'm fine.
You are very uncomfortable with silence, aren't you?
Well, if I'm quiet, I can hear things moving around down here, and I really don't like the sound of moving things down.
In that case, shut up.
Well, what do you mean, shut up? I don't want to hear things moving around. It's bad enough we're all the way down here. Well, I guess so. And he clams up. And after a little bit further of wandering into the mine, you find yourselves in a rather large, cacophonous cavern.
Cacophonous how?
In that one of you accidentally kicks a stone and it echoes like 4 times.
I said, did y'all find this, or did you make it?
Oh, heavens no. And as he's speaking, there's 4 of him because of all the echoes. Heavens no, we definitely found this. We wouldn't have been able to generate a structure this big, not this far down, not without any supports.
Is there a water source?
There is a water source in the middle of the room. A small, aquifer-fed spring.
None of you have drunk out of this, have you?
Well, we're not supposed to.
That didn't answer my question.
Nobody else has.
You drank out of it.
Just a little. I was thirsty.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go take a peek at the water.
Okay. As you're doing so, perception check. Yes.
Keep rolling 12, so 15.
15? You realize that this young man wasn't kidding about the earth making noises down here. There is a rather conspicuous rumble.
Is it in the walls, or is it...
With a
Can I
15?
actually pinpoint it?
With a 15? And how echoey the room is? No.
Okay. Do you hear that? And I'm looking at Emmet. Yeah, Emmet. God, I think that's your name.
Yeah, that's Emmet.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Be like, do you hear that?
Do I hear that?
Do you hear that?
wanna hear
Perception
that?
check. Perception check as he asks you, do you hear that? Question of the day.
11 plus or minus, probably minus, let's be real. 10.
You don't hear anything outside of, what you would assume is standard mining noises.
I got nothing.
Let me check some bullshit real quick. If I want solutions to my problems, use magic.
Fair.
I just sit down on the floor, pull out my spell book.
The kid is gawking over your shoulder, whoa, golly,
5 feet away.
I guess. And he kicks a stone and it goes tee 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 tee.
That's not gonna help. This won't help. What is enhanced ability? Is it a level 2 or 3?
That's a
I think
good
it's level
question.
2, because I think I could have taken it.
Enhance ability is a fun spell.
Must be nice to have access to level 3 spells.
Half-caster McGee over there.
Such half-caster.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is a level 3. That sucks. I'm not gonna waste it on that. Oh, do I not have it? I could have sworn I had it for some reason. No, I don't. Okay. Never mind.
Also, constitution checks, please.
Not a trigger. Ooh, that's actually not bad at all.
Oh no! I crit fumbled.
Oh, okay. Noted.
20.
Okay. Well, Dr. Pepper, you are fine with your sick constitution roll. Emmet, you feel like the earth around you ain't right. There's something wrong here. And you take 4 poison damage.
4 poison damage?
Yup. I rolled really well. I was hoping to not roll really well.
Well, that hurt.
You okay?
Pepper, I think we need to make this quick.
I'm starting to think that it doesn't matter where we go. It's all going to be around here. I can kind of help against it. Oh, no, I can't. God damn it, I keep thinking I'm a druid!
At this point, hang on, actually. I lied. Maybe. We'll see. How is that? Y'all's passive perception isn't the bestiest, right?
Nope!
Does a 10 beat any of your passive perceptions?
Oh, no, actually, I can see.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Again, Emmet is caught unaware.
I have an 11.
Okay. So, Pepper, you hear a slightly louder, more conspicuous rumble. Emmet is still entirely unaware of these, ominous rumbles. And, you see the water in the center of the chamber ripple. Just a little bit.
Start moving. I think we should go see about that breath of air. I know exactly where we are, so we can come back here later. Let's go, 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 go.
Oh, you have, a thing about
I have
knowing
keen
where you are
mind.
underground. I forgot you had keen mind. Okay.
Pepper, why are you freaking out?
Because there's not good shit coming. Let's go. Move, 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 move,
Well,
move.
if there's not good shit coming.
You're
I'm gonna,
trying to,
I'm gonna try to turn him around.
You're, actively trying to be herded by a small... gnome while you're like hand on his head like cartoon.
Look, if it's bigger than us, and there's only 2 of us, and a minor, then what are we gonna do? Exactly. I vote we turn it back for now, and then we can leave the others down here, and then we have a better shot of taking care of whatever it is.
Look, I can help us a little bit. I am going to drop a turret. Oh shoot, I don't have my turret stuff written down. Hold on one second. There's like a defense turret that like increases our armor with an aura.
Oh, sick.
So since I've already summoned a turret today, I need to expend a spell slot to do that.
But you do whoop out of your pack a odd whirring device that waits for a crystal.
Artificer 5e.
And the input of said crystal is you using a spell slot to do this.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna pop that shit in there. It's gonna be great. Where is Bing? Why am I using Bing?
Garbage.
I don't know why you're using Bing. Are you okay? Why do you do this to yourself?
Why do you do this?
It's an absolute nightmare.
It's a disaster.
Oh, there it is. I do actually still have this page open. Let's see here. Where's my turret? Where's my turret?
Is that a good guess? Good question.
God damn it. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's called a Defender. Emits a burst of positive energy that grants itself and each creature of your choice within 10 feet a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your intelligence modifier. So 3 plus 1d8. So we get 5 extra hit points. Temporary.
This machine whirs up, and the pleasant noise it outputs makes your ears happy. And at this point, the what's his name, Haberdasher or something like that, he lets out a small laugh, having finally gotten the joke about minor.
The worst.
Actually,
He and Russell would get along great.
that was cocked. Oh, never mind. I was gonna be evil, but the dice told me no.
Alright, I'm like 90% sure that it's going to come around here. So, I start looking at the room, just like trying to figure out if there's a way for me to do less damage to whatever comes at us and more damage to the room.
Okay.
To create damage.
Roll an intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Yeah.
I can do that. I will even put this up if you don't believe me, but it's a natural 20.
Oh, fair enough. I will just, yeah, natural 20. You look around the cavern and find that there is, as in most domed or arched structures, without supports, a very weak point in the very center of the ceiling, which you could pretty reasonably bap with a large spell or something concussive, and the whole darn thing would come down in. It's like a keystone.
Well, fine. If you're so sure that this is the wisest decision, or the smartest, fine. We will be here.
Perfect.
How far up is that keystone, by the way?
This is a relatively... It's very echoey because it's all, like, smooth stone, but this isn't the world's largest thing. It's about 30 feet up.
Oh, cool.
Can I set my turret in the doorway that we came through?
Sure.
Perfect.
You wheel the defense turret into the doorway, and it continues to play its jaunty little tune as the crystal floats up and down.
Okay, so next question is how to get it to come out here. I keep hearing it. I don't know where it is.
I'm
You
gonna
hear another
yell.
rumble as you say, "Oh, you're gonna yell!"
I yell, and I say, "Come out, you son of a bitch!"
And
Oh, now we're dead.
all of you hear a very loud rumble.
Gun at the ready.
And you hear a thud of dropped stone behind you out of the corridor.
Uh-oh.
Let me guess. We're blocked in.
No, it was just a couple like small stones, like someone knocking something over they shouldn't have.
Can we see anything down that corridor?
Gnomes have dark vision, right?
Yes.
You see a imposing looking man in what looks to be a leather cloak.
I'm gonna glance at him and be like, "Well, you don't look like a miner."
And Haberdasher, that's his name now, is Haberdasher apparently.
Haberdasher. Love it.
And he says, "Well, I am a miner, sir."
Not you.
Rumble.
Can we
And-
help you?
Are you still looking at the becloaked man?
Yes, I am.
You see him put his hand to his ear, and then you hear a much louder rumble behind you.
Emmet, please say you heard that one at least.
You definitely did hear that one.
Yeah, I hear you, little man.
You look on my back, and I'll look at that thing over there.
Where do you want me to look?
At the bigger rumble, which is behind me.
Okay, I
Who's
will
looking
face-
at him.
Okay, I will square up behind Pepper and watch our back.
Okay.
By which I mean our front.
Right?
Let me
I'm also
check.
confused.
A big dramatic thing. Ah, they can do that. Actually, make a wisdom check for me, Pepper. I think it's a wisdom check.
Oh lord. Not terrible at those.
Yeah, wisdom check.
Ooh, not the best. 13.
13? Oddly enough, you blink, and that becloaked man is gone.
Crap. Okay, lost him.
What do you mean you lost him?
I don't know, he could have put
Behind you, something has knocked a very large rock into the pool behind you, and there is now a plume of water shooting up in the air.
Okay, did I see where it came from?
Yeah, since he was watching.
'Cause that's the
Yeah, you were
direction I was
watching.
looking.
You see that the rock came from like the right end of the room.
Okay. Was there a hole there?
There sure is a hole there now.
Okay, big strong boy. I say, Pepper. Maybe your running idea ain't so bad.
Okay, great, let's go. Less
Okay.
questions, more running. I grabbed what's his face because he's probably not paying attention.
Haberdasher is like gawking at this giant plume of water.
Let's go. Just like grabbing his hand and moving him.
I'm going to get, like, through the door past my turret, but I'm going to stop and watch the hole that opened up.
Okay.
If you want, I can close that, but we'll have a hell of a time getting back.
Don't
Make
worry.
a perception check for me, Emmet.
Emmet, why are you so bad at rolling? I rolled like a 2.
Like a
so
2?
It's not good. That's probably a 1, because I think my wisdom is -1.
Hole's a hole's
yeah.
a hole.
Yeah, 1.
Hole's a hole's a hole.
Great.
That's all you see.
Great. Love it. I say, Pepper, get safe. I'll cover our exit.
Yeah, okay. I start taking him, and I'm gonna run as far forward as I think I would only need 10 minutes for him to catch up.
Okay. You do that. You spend 10 minutes running toward the front of the mine. Emmet, what are you doing in these 10 minutes?
I mean, I'm probably calling out because I need to know what we're dealing with. So I just
speak.
I say, oh, you're angry, aren't you? Come on out.
You hear a sound like the shifting of earth and rocks.
So it's an elemental.
Of some
Emmet probably doesn't know that, but I know that.
Emmet does not speak Terran, does he?
He does not speak Terran. No.
Then you have no idea what is being said.
Okay. I say,
You certainly have a guess as to what's happening out of character.
I say, come on, Purdy. Come on out.
Make a persuasion check.
Big arms.
I want to see if you can persuade this thing.
Ooh.
That would be beautiful.
17. Persuasion. 17.
17?
You have a 0?
Yeah, I do have a 0 in charisma.
You hear a laugh like the sliding of earth. And you see...
Oh, you got a real Purdy voice.
And you see, this time, in the hole where that rock came from, the passing of a tentacled arm.
Tentacle?
I mean, it's like multiple tentacles so it can grip things.
How big?
If I remember right, pretty freaking big.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
I
This is a
missed-
very large boy.
It would have been about 5 minutes because I need 10 minutes to get the emergency exit out. Well, kind of. I could do it in an action as well.
Fair. Oh, wait. Maybe you don't notice the tentacle arm. Hang on a second. I just noticed something in its stat block. You still notice the tentacle arm. I lied.
Okay. I say, oh, I saw a book once with someone that looked like you. It was, I didn't buy it. It looked a little foreign.
Did you really make a hentai joke in a letter?
Yes, I did.
You've seen enough to know where this is going. Both of you roll Constitution saves, by the way.
Right. Ooh,
Actually,
19.
19? That saves. Does this thing need to make a
19.
Constitution save?
I have proficiency in Constitution saves, so...
Fair.
Being
This
a
thing
rock
does
gnome is
not
literally
need-
the only thing that saved me in my constitution stat. 16.
16? Alright. Nothing happens then.
Okay.
I think
I
that's,
say,
given that we're
oh, yeah,
down
yeah,
2 players, I feel like that's a suitably dramatic note to end on. There is a creepy crawly moving around in the cave, and you guys are in the process of bailing.
works for me.
Yeah. So, spiels.
This is going to be the
goodness.
shortest spiel session ever.
Oh, I know.
Hi, I'm Kid Infinite. I got super hammered last night and streamed The Binding of Isaac for 20 minutes, so that's how my life is going.
I'm salty I missed out on that, honestly. It sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I went and deleted the video because it was
Aw.
probably really cringe. I was a little
Rippy-dip.
worried. Rip-a-dip. Yeah, I have a talk show that I do with iBasley called Good Morning Twitch. It is Pride Month, so we're going to be talking about things like HIV awareness. We're going to have, I think, a special guest on there. And other than that, I think that's all I'm up to currently. So, yeah.
Fair.
Still a good amount to be up to,
Mm.
given your school load especially.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my school. Yes, yes.
That's just me, because we have Matt go last, because it's your house, isn't it?
It is my house.
Okay, that's me. So, Razz existed for all of 5 seconds at the beginning of the stream. They post art at like Razz's Art Corner on Tumblr, I think. I'm Glacier Nester. I'm the keeper of the Dungeons and the Dragons for this arc. I have diabolical plans, and I normally have streams. I've been a little off my streaming game lately because my job is punching me in the face, and I actually had to like literally do nothing with my arms this entire weekend because out of fear of developing carpal tunnel. Like if I close my hands the wrong way, my arms still scream at me a little bit. It's a problem. I did nothing this weekend but ice my arms and binge watch TV. It made me a little stir crazy. So it was really nice to actually be able to play games. What do I do when I'm not dying of job and arm destruction? I sometimes post things to YouTube. I'm kind of thinking about phasing that out. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when I get there. But sometimes there's original content on Mondays involving me finding a game. Fridays, I read books aloud. I should be able to do that this Friday. We shall cross that bridge when we get there. But streams are infrequent because my arms hate me.
I've literally been saying that line wrong on purpose for so long that I honestly almost corrected you for saying we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You almost said burn that bridge when you get to it?
Yeah. I was almost going to be like, it's burn that bridge when you get to it. Then I realized,
actually.
Not actually.
It's like, no, I'd rather not burn that bridge when we get to it. Fire's not my friend.
Okay, fine. Ice it down until it shatters. Whatever.
I'm down for that. That would actually be a really sick action movie shot. Dang. I'm stealing that.
I mean, I'm sure X-Men will do it at some point.
Fair.
They have Iceman.
Iceman is big gay. I'm a
He is
fan.
big gay.
Which is hot, and I'm okay with that, especially because Bobby is fucking sexy.
Well, and the best thing is, hold on, wait, I think that same comic run has a Noli in it. A Noli, however you say that lizard word. And Anol is also big gay.
Nice.
Is this it?
I'm glad you know, because I'm not a Marvel guy. I've always leaned a little more DC.
Well, Anol, his whole thing was that originally he was supposed to come out to his parents, like, at a school function, and then they didn't accept him and he killed himself. But they decided that was too sad, so now he's just big gay.
Yeah, I'm glad they just went with the big gay, because that would have been too sad.
Yeah, he looks like he's the little, wait, where's my finger? He is this one.
Lizard.
That's Anol. He has a large arm because his other arm got cut off and he grew it back. Bigger.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's
useful.
Fun.
But Bobby's one of my favorites in the movies, which I don't know how they're going to do that if they're following correctly.
They won't.
They really won't.
I know, because he was after Kitty's booty for such a long time.
It's like, I get it. The Dark Phoenix arc needs to work with, at minimum, by Bobby, but, like, come on.
Like, give us Bye Bobby, I'm ready.
Marvel's not ready. Let's be
Give
real.
give me my chance. I mean,
Wait, isn't there a... I feel like there was a gay character in a Marvel movie.
There was, like, the throwaway scene character in Endgame.
Which one? Stupid. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When Captain America's doing his thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was really overt and really cool.
But also really easy to cut out of the movie.
And he also definitely was not a superhero, which is like...
It's like,
okay.
There are superheroes that have been gay that you could have used, but it's fine.
No big. Whatever.
My next question, though, is if they're going to do Hal Jordan correctly in his any upcoming movies, because he is also the big gay. Well, he's the big guy.
Not Hal
If
Jordan
that
that is gay.
franchise gets another movie, I will be surprised.
It's time
You know
for
they're
me
gonna do
to
it,
actually. It's not Hal Jordan that is gay. It is a Green Lantern. It is the classic Green Lantern whose name escapes me. The one that's weak to wood instead of yellow because comic books.
He's weak to wood.
Yeah, he's weak to wood instead of yellow because
Big gay, so that doesn't make
he
sense.
is big gay.
Lol.
Nice. Because, like, the reason in lore that he is technically weak to wood instead of yellow is because
Alan Scott.
Yeah, Alan Scott, thank you. I couldn't remember his name. It's because he's not actually, like, a space Green Lantern. He's, like, got a weird gem thing that does a thing similar to Green Lantern rings. It's weird. It's, like, connected to the... Confusingly, it's connected to the red... Or no, it is connected to the green. I lied. It's connected to the green, the same thing that makes Swamp Thing work.
Oh, neat.
Also, confusingly, the red is the animal force, except Beast Boy is connected to the red, and that's why he has his powers, but he's still green. Although they made him red in, like, a Teen Titans run for the New 52, which was weird, but nice touch. Anyway, now that I'm done waving around my comics knowledge, Matt, this is your channel. It's your spiel time.
Yeah. Welcome to the Matthatter Plays channel. I keep always pointing up because we used to have a banner up there, but we don't anymore because screw that banner.
Rippy dip.
Where we play lots and lots of video games, lots and lots of times, and then I usually scream and shout because we usually play horror games, and I forget that I'm actually scared of things. But otherwise, yeah, we're here all the time, and we get to see these lovely people on Sundays. So, after this, we're gonna go ahead and go do some Dying Light, because, yay, zombies. And,
Yeah, zombies.
And, yeah. Also, let me know in the chat what you're excited about coming from E3, because I'm probably equally excited for you. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got today.
Alright, that's all.
Y'all.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go play a lot of Borderlands. I'll see you guys later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He thinks it's an earth elemental. And that's a good guess. Is it a correct guess? You'll probably find out.